And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. From the gun with Henry. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
To the air again, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete.
And he will have a Titans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. The open man is Smith.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity, and we finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Get ready, get ready. Guys, 51's the mic, 51's the mic.
To throw it is Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Gordon on 1st down. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Locke going to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Lock looks to throw it again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Forced out to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Jack Crawford in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Lock now to throw. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. Now Lock. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. McManus for the point after. And the kick is no good. How about that? He misses on the extra point, and the score holds at 8-6.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Locke. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work. And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. I don't think you got it, son. You kill it. Motion me out. 51.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense.
already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Tannehill's pass.
It's a pickup of...
He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Titans first down.
Back to the ground now, it's Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
13 yards.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Tannehill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Back. Out. Joker. Watch safety green. Safety's creeping. See it. Oh, 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Not shot.
Here's Locke. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
Here's Locke to throw.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 36, Locke.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Shotgun snap and again for Lindsey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Melvin Gordon.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check 15, check 15. Watch twist, watch twist.
They keep it on the ground again, Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Here
comes Hamler on the jet sweep.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Lock. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And McManus able to put it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
For the Falcons.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Atlanta. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28.
Rock going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Locke. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
From just shy of midfield, Locke, open man, Hamler, that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing now is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Locke's
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Locke again. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Again, it's Locke.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Extra point.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Powell on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Falcons nothing.
On first down, Gordon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 24, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Now he lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
One part of the went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. As a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's knocked away and incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt. But I like what they were doing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Right at the midfield stripe. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From midfield, here's Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. final shot before half for Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.